Yo, what's up, guys? So I just want to make this video real quick as like a collective message for the Chosen One Collective that, you know, some of us have different roles with the collective, and because of that, some of us carry more weight with the collective field than others. So I just want to make this video as confirmation for you guys on that may be wondering, like, hey, do the changes that I make really affect the collective a lot? Yes. Like, think of it like everyone's creating their own world, right? And like the world is a mirror for everyone. So like if the average person, changes their internal state, their reality's still gonna reflect that, and it may even affect the people around them, like the people in the house, maybe even in some instances their street, maybe in some instances their neighborhood. Now, some of us that volunteered to come here, basically the same thing happens. It's just like we affect a wider area. So like when we shift our internal, it can affect like maybe your whole city or your whole state even or country. And so it's like some of us have like a bigger speaker. Think of it like that, right? And it can be a good and a bad thing, because it's like, well, if you're not really putting in your own work and you're feeling depressed and you're letting the false light get to you and numbing your chakra system, it is going to affect the collective a lot. So in that way, it can kind of be like a weight, but it's also a privilege at the same time, because it's like your number one job is basically just to focus on yourself, vibe out, and try to like heal your own shit, so that in that sense you're healing the world, right? Because again, the world is a reflection of you, and that applies for everyone. And everyone, like, you're not overstepping their free will by affecting the collective in that way, because at the end of the day, it's still their reality. Like, they choose whether or not to lean into that or to kind of like plug their ears from the speaker, so to speak, right? So I just want to share that with you guys, because I've been learning some stuff about myself and my own mission, if you will, with that. I'm basically like I am the freaking biggest speaker, basically. Like, I guess you could put it that way. Like, if we were in a stadium, I would be the speaker, like, on the middle of the stadium, if you will, the biggest one. So it's a lot of weight for me. But a lot of you also are big speakers, I apologize if you can hear my dog barking. I don't know what's going on, but confirmation, I guess, right? As some would say. Or, no, I'm not gonna say that. The false light. They don't want me to say this. But some of you guys may be, like, if we use the stadium analogy, the average person would just be like a seat in the stadium. You may be like the speaker in charge of that whole section, and therefore by tuning your own volume up, you affect all of the people's volumes, their knobs in your section regardless, but you're not impeding over their free will, because at the end of the day, they can just choose to tune their own knob down or lean into you. So that's a good way of putting it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So yeah, that's why like when you hear people talk about how certain people affect the collective, that's basically how that works and why that works. So remember, it's a blessing, but it's also a curse. So yeah, just keep healing yourself and focus on the root. Heal the root, because false light is heavily attacking the root chakra, especially if this message applies to you and you're a speaker. Anchor that. And that's like the most healing thing you can do for yourself and for the world. You're literally saving the world when you save yourself. Even the average person. Like, everybody makes a difference, but I'm just saying some of us do carry more weight, so it's especially important for us to lock in. So, thank you guys for anyone that listened. Peace out.